want to say, just going back to the cross issue, I think that's vital, because this whole intelligent design movement is gaining a lot of ground today, and I think intelligent design is attracting a lot of attention. And the message of the intelligent design is that, the idea is that God has created certain things irreducibly complex, that cannot be explained through natural terms, and so therefore we have to invoke God as the intelligent designer behind these things, very simply, right? And the message that comes across with the intelligent design idea is that unless we can account for something, let me put it this way, if we account for something naturally, then God is not involved.
Okay.
Right? Now, I want to take that whole issue and look at it through the angle of the cross, to show that God doesn't need to design things in order to be involved in this world. If you look at the cross itself, was that designed by God? No. It was designed, and not intelligently, it was designed stupidly, or at least ignorantly, by people who murdered the Son of God. And it wasn't designed intelligently. Paul says they did it out of ignorance. And yet, does that mean that God didn't ordain the cross? Scripture declares that he has. So an event can be accounted for, explained in terms that are not supernatural, and yet God is involved. We're forced to say this with the cross. God did not kill his own son. That would be murder. He allowed people to kill him, and yet God sovereignly ordained the crucifixion. And that declares to me, and there's a mystery about this. I don't want to speak as if I understand this whole thing. There's a deep mystery about God's involvement in the world. But what it demonstrates is that what looks to us as a natural event that can be accounted for purely by what people did, ultimately it was God's sovereign plan.